The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Watch your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny, but funny.
Welcome back to Best No Judgments on Space and War, because neither one of us have law degrees. I am Saint Sofa King Marvelous.
And I am not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling highly blessed and highly favored.
That's what's up.
Hey. 1 year and a week after, the rain has cometh again. I here sit upon my my own little throne.
So niggas just count down birthdays again all over again.
My own little throne.
I'm about to say how many hours and how
That's
many days
right.
it is to your next birthday.
That's right. Well,
Apparently you're counting down.
I haven't gone that far yet.
Oh, okay.
After I finish relinquishing this one, that's when the ticker, I start to tick it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I figure a few more days, and I'll be there. How about you, man? What's going on?
I'm good. I can go for some sleep, but surviving the struggles when you waxed and waxed. It's the struggles when you're waxed and waxed.
You are
Clubs is not playing. You have that. I had to show paperwork and stuff, whatever.
right,
Just to go to like a thing. They're like, it was a supper club.
right.
So it's a supper club and stuff, whatever, right? But I didn't think shit was popping off on the Thursday. Because I'm like, remember we spoke on the Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not about to go nowhere and stuff and just chill. And the ninth hour, somebody called me and stuff. And she's like, she was going to go downtown for drinks. I'm like, drinks? I'm like, shit, she's off tomorrow. So I'm like, shit, you're vaxxed, right? It's like, well, yes, I am.
You gave it a Draco? Drinks.
I was like, drinks? Yeah, drinks. I was like, we doing that now? We already there? So when I was there, not a mask in sight. Everybody showed their thing.
Everybody's got their and that's it. Society has changed.
I should have took a photo.
Society has changed.
I should have took a fucking photo. It
That
blew
is-
my mind. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is how it really gets down and stuff, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool.
That's insane when you think about it. Yeah, that's really how it's going to be now and be for a little while.
We didn't stay too long.
Yeah.
Her and I, we didn't stay too long and stuff, but I want to say probably like the midnight, 1 o'clock portion. I was back at the house.
Right.
But on the drive, we were going back to the house stuff, whatever, come back to my house. I just thought about it. I was like, this is funny as shit. Because I'm like, I never would have thought that it would have been like that, like so fast.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been a gradual thing and stuff like that. Yes, vaxxed or not and everything like that. I thought that, yes, you will have a group of vaxxed people.
Right.
But there'll still be some people like, I don't know, are you really vaxxed? Or, did you really get that kind of shot? One of those numbers. So I wasn't too sure. So I was like, all right, we'll see what happens. We'll see what this do. And just take a look at this thing. And it was entertaining. And then she asked me if I was going to go to a strip club and stuff, whatever. So I told her we can make plans to go to a strip club. So salute to Ben Dillinger. I wanted to go to the strip club with him and stuff, whatever. But,
Yeah.
he ain't on that life yet.
Nah, he's
You ain't on that life. He ain't on that life.
Yeah.
I ain't asking y'all to come nowhere with me.
yeah.
I'm like, hey, where the vax folks at? Yo.
Vaxerinos, you have now opened the door to the society.
To the folks at home, welcome. If you're used to us, you already know what you're getting into.
You get
Shit,
you
aka
get into
Podical Sons.
Sound good.
aka Shit Smooth Says.
Shit Smooth says. Shit Marv makes up.
Not true. All lies and allegations. To the new folks, welcome. Kick back, relax, have a good time, learn a few things, smile a little, loosen up, have some combo, enjoy some combo. Welcome. YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, iHeartRadio. We're out here. Google us, find us, come to the website, check us out there. Everything's all there. And then, yeah.
We are out here.
Let's get into some shit. Oh!
What's
Open
up?
monologue. I want to give a shout out to the GOAT, The greatest actor of all time, Tom Hanks, for doing the commercial for the new Cleveland Guardians.
Oh,
what up?
Was that what's going on?
That's what's up.
Okay.
That's what's up. I told you. I ain't see Denzel do nothing for the Raptors.
I seen the orange. I seen the orange shirt come through. I was wondering what was the occasion, but now I get it.
This is
I get it now.
No, this is a little regular degular. No, because
okay.
They changed over the Cleveland Indians now.
Right.
So it's not the Cleveland Guardians. So I was like, it's so funny how Cleveland got a new name. Granted, Chief Wahoo has been there for what? I think it said 1915. Since we got to Cleveland, all I knew was Chief Wahoo.
That was it.
Yeah, so I didn't really know that there was anything kind of like before they had other nominations that had Stone in the Ring from like 1915.
Yeah.
But Chief Wahoo is the one that stuck for the longest until now. So now they're known as the Cleveland Guardians. No longer the Cleveland Indians, the Cleveland Guardians. And I was like, I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah.
It's not that far off. I dig it. The Watchers, Protectors of the Land. I see it. I don't know what the fuck is up at Washington yet. Because they're still Washington, the football team. So the Redskins have been gone for about like 2 years now, right?
Yes.
About 2 years now, the Redskins have been gone. But we still have yet to give Washington a name yet. So I guess we're just going to stick to Washington, the football team.
Washington, the football team.
So,
you know what I mean?
Hey, you know?
Washington, ...
Something. So let's get to these polls.
To the polls we go.
Off to the polls. Would you go to jail to erase all your debt for 1 year? 73% said hell no. How you feel about that?
I was on the hell no side too.
Well, yeah, because I feel like the thing is that people like you have a handle on all your debt.
Right.
Some people don't have a handle on their debt.
So you figured that you was gonna get some of those people that were saying, "Hey,
I just want to see." But the thing is, whatever, they're out there. They're out there because one person I said it to at work, she's like, "What kind of jail? Regular jail?" So I'm like, seems like you do push-ups everywhere. It don't matter and stuff. She's like, soft thing that. So she's like, I can put all my debt on this thing to get written off. I'm like, yes. So she's like, she has house. She said her car's almost done, paid for. But she said she would jump in to get a new car to know for a fact that 1 year that bitch is paid off too. School loan, credit card, and some other shit. So I'm like, yo, boo, how much is your debt? So she said, with the house and all that type of stuff, whatever, the debt might come up to probably about like, I think she said like under 700,000.
Under 700,000. So that would have probably took her about maybe the next 20, 25 years.
Mortgage is about 25, right?
Yeah.
And she's been there for, I think like where she's living and stuff with her, she's been there for like a little bit.
All right.
But I'm about to say, yo, that's some heavy numbers right there. 1 year can make that boop, bitch be gone. So
this is true.
I mean, if you got a debt like that, then yeah, you probably got a debt that probably like maybe like 6-7 racks. So obviously you won't flinch. There's somebody else with what other debts and stuff like I looked at my debt and when everything, I'm like, my debt is not worth a possible death. So I'm like, I'm good. I'll assassinate mine and stuff within the next like 3-4 years, less than 5 years. I'm Gucci.
Good to go.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, to other people, and stuff, salute to you soldiers. I'm going to pray for y'all and y'all decision-making skills.
I figured I'll be good enough to hold my own where I don't have to
sweat
to make the attempt to pull off the year in jail. But I figure 700,000 you might want to beef up and try to make your way through.
You gotta beef up.
Beef up first, and then try to make your way through.
Beef up. The next one was, if you're single for at least 3 years, should you lower your expectations? 80% said no. How you feel about that?
Wow, I think people. I think when people originally jumped on answering this poll, it's one of those questions that if you really think about it, there might be something that you're nitpicky about.
Absolutely.
Something that if you really think about it on the grand scale of things, doesn't really bother you, or shouldn't really bother you. And if that's the one characteristic you keep finding in a person that prevents a relationship, maybe a good quality relationship from happening, maybe you should either try to overlook that, maybe, or not necessarily overlook that, but express that to the potential partner to be, and see if there's some sort of compromise or something that can be worked out, because you never know. Something as simple as well, let me put it this way: as hard as you may think it is to you, maybe a simple solution to that other person, and you could just get over that fact that could hold you back.
Just give them a chance.
Right? Now, I understand there's some hardcore values and convictions that you may never, ever think about wavering on, and that's fine. Do you?
Yeah, because
right?
if you're into like a specific type of lifestyle, I would say if you're into a specific lifestyle, hunt you. Whoever. You should go out and look for people.
Right.
To fit in your realm. Don't assume. Like, I want to say, like, even like some women, right? They shouldn't assume that these people are going to come to them or fall in their lap.
Right.
Right? So if you want a guy and stuff, whatever, with like a vegan lifestyle, a keto kind of diet, athletic, who's a mover, who goes out, like he gets home, I'm bored, let's go for a hike and some shit like that.
Yeah.
You have to look for people like that. People like that don't just drop in your lap.
No.
The people that just drop in your lap, they might be on some basic shit. They might not be on some type of stuff like that, whatever, right? So I feel like that's where it has to come in. My mom always said, don't put your cup in a place where you can't reach it. So my thing and stuff is that if you're actively dating, and stuff, whatever, let's say you date one person a month, right? So in the year, that's 12. 3 years, that's 36 possibles, right? You mean to tell me out of 36 possibles and stuff, whatever, you found nobody? No, them standards gotta lower them expectations.
The standards may just be a little bit too high. You might be nitpicking on something that might not necessarily be there.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, those numbers and stuff are too wild.
Yeah.
And also, if
80, do you say almost 80? What was the
80%? 80% said hell no. 80% said hell no. 20% said yeah. I said I'm with the yeah. I said absolutely, because my thing and stuff is that. Let me say this. My boy tried to toss me the other day. He's like, oh, you're getting close to your 3-year mark. So I said, no. We're almost there, but I'm not there yet, whatever.
Almost there, but not there yet.
So I told him and stuff, I'm like, yo, when I get past the 3-year mark, you can send crackhead Felicia on Friday.
Right.
My standards are lower now because at the end of the day, what I've been assuming or what I've been doing or waiting for hasn't come to me.
No.
Lisa Ray with the tubes tied up, so I can shoot the club up anytime, hasn't arrived.
She hasn't.
She hasn't arrived. So then therefore I have to now look at myself and identify on some bootleg Kevin Samuel shit. Like, you have to honestly be real with yourself and say, like, what do you bring to the table for like this type of person? Now
you gotta say, okay, well, it's possibly me. Maybe, it's
denial is a river in Africa.
What if the sixth toe is there, right? She could get a little wider shoe, and the sixth toe don't feel it that bad, and I don't gotta look at her face and grimace in pain. Compromise,
man. Look here, the illest thing and stuff. But even when it came to that was, oh man, I was rolling with you. I just came to Canada. We driving and we see like you were driving and we see like some thick. She could have been like Latina or something like that, whatever, right? You remember?
I think I remember. I remember the thick.
And then you look like, yo, there you go, man. It's your speed right there. I'm like, she kind of like lightweight, kind of fat. And you like, she's not fat. Nah, she's thick. So I was like, I beg to differ. But that was 18-year-old Marv.
That was
right?
18-year-old Marv.
That was 18-year-old
Marv.
Send that now.
That was 18-year-old.
Send that. Yo.
See, veteran Smooth was there to appreciate, but you weren't there yet.
No, I wasn't there yet. Well, you have a decade over me, right?
Yes. So
I mean, the thing,
I was foreseeing your future, Marv.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I looked at it. I was like, yo, my standards and stuff. I want to say, I don't consider them lowered, but more realistic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at it stuff as realistically and stuff. Not every woman is a size 0 dress size. That's the one they always run with. Is that what the go-to is?
That's what the go-to is.
I don't know dress sizes on women. I just know like the dresses, like the skirts.
Yeah.
So you have mini skirt, mid D, and max C. See, that's the only thing I know. Everything else stuff, whatever, like
mid D and max C.
Mini, mid D, and max C. Those are the three.
Those are the three.
So you see a girl like the one up here?
Right.
Stop at the thigh area?
Right.
Mini.
Got it.
Knee area? Mid D. Ankles? Max C.
Got it.
That's all the guys and stuff at home listening and stuff for their free game
Foot,
for you.
Church dress.
Church dress? To the foot?
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely a maxi. That's definitely a maxi. Maxi
Is that the foot? Is that the foot? Church dress. You know, you see like the little ballerina slipper shoes poking out underneath the skirts when they walking.
Yeah, I dig
Church
that.
attire.
I dig that.
You dig that?
Because see,
dig underneath that skirt.
I dig everything. I don't discriminate. I know what I want. No, this woman like, so what do you want from me? That in your skirt and possibility to see where this future might lie ahead of us. With us too. Just, try not to.
What did she say? You got to go to church.
Yeah, but if I step on holy ground, the place might burn though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's got to know all of that.
See, and because.
Before she lets you step on her holy ground.
But look. You see that, even that.
Right. I'm
not a churchgoer like that.
Right.
If she's a super churchgoer and stuff, and she comes to me, or they're like, Sister Martha, we'll call her Sister Martha, finds Marv attractive.
Right.
And she comes to me, and I'm like, damn, the church girls are just coming to me. I have to go look for the regular girl. I don't call them bad girls. What the regular girl? The regular women who don't go to church that frequent. They go like,
not that
C&E, Christmas and Easter.
Yeah. Especially the special occasions.
The christenings, those things, whatever, Somebody about to be a full-out priest. Yeah, I go for the first sermon. Stuff like that. I see it. Those type of things, you have to look at yourself and say like, yo, your expectations might be too high. Reality has to kick in. So what, you're going to hold out forever for Beyonce as a guy? Or even some women and stuff. I dated a woman and stuff recently, and she even told me, she's like, yo, I said to her, like, what type of guys are you normally into? Like, I'm just curious. And she described like the type of dudes that she's not into. So I'm like, well, I got no chance in hell because I don't even,
that wasn't
my
you.
skin tone is not even to that.
That wasn't you. You didn't fit the bill on that one.
Latino. With like a roundish kind of like half moon type of something like that. I think about like minimum height requirement for the ride is like, I think like 5'11".
Okay, no, you were
I'm scraping that. I'm believing Mighty Midget Mafia.
Yeah, you were just being real with yourself at that point. Yeah. Her expectations was not placed on me.
Absolutely, and I looked at her and stuff, and I didn't flinch. I didn't bat an eye. I just told her and stuff. I'm like, well, I'm not that. She's like, no. That's not what she's into now. She's into more on some real shit. It's character type of stuff.
Right.
She's like, she wants to be with a guy that can make her laugh.
Oh, and then this is when you started. This is when he started put on the charm.
Here I come to save the day, Mighty Mouse. Yo, I stood the fuck up after that. I'm like, boy, you call me ridiculous. Like when you walked in, I got this, man. And she's like,
he's so smooth.
She's like, oh my gosh, your skin's so smooth. Like you have like a skincare regimen and everything. I'm like, oh, so the skin and the jokes, that's what you came for, huh? I got something else attached to this skin. Dick! But we got to that eventually.
We got that.
Eventually. But that's what I'm saying. Like, expectations should be adjusted when you realize you don't hit some mark. We spoke about, like, I think something pertaining to like expectations with like life.
You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
You have an expectation for like, oh, you feel like, say, specific SoundCloud rapper, the album is gonna pop and blow. Yeah. And it doesn't. Okay, you've been trying to push the same mixtape or same album for a year. Okay, 2 years. All right, you're approaching the 3-year mark. Your train of thought should not change?
Shouldn't change.
Yeah, y'all gotta do better. That's what I'm saying. That's my opinion. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into some things.
All right.
Let's talk about. I wanted to talk about that earlier, but I got back into from the club thing. But Juvenile,
right?
Vax that thing up.
Yeah. It
played in the club.
It played in the club.
It played in the club.
That was the club that you were at.
The club that I was in.
Okay, did you vax that thing up?
Did you vax? We danced. I went there with I went there with a woman. We danced. She was vaxxed. I was vaxxed. So yeah. And no. It happened afterwards. So yeah, but within the parameters of the hours, everything was vaxxed. I vaxxed that thing up. Whatever, right? What? Go get a shot. Go get a shot. Go get a shot. Go get a shot. But the thing is wild to me.
Right.
And I was like, why does everything have to be cool before people fuck with it? Because I remember especially and stuff in the beginning, right? Like, especially when it comes to the vax, in my mind, automatic, I'm in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the mix. I want to protect myself. I want to continuously make money.
Right.
So I can provide for myself, my son, and other endeavors. Right?
Right.
On some real shit.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I said when a vaccine from a reputable company comes up, I will rock with it.
Right.
When I heard the talks from the hydrochloroquine before Pfizer even came in the photo and everything like that, I'm like, what company is going to fuck with this? Because me being from the pharmaceutical background and stuff, I have an understanding and stuff of like, which companies have been around for a while. And most places, in America and Canada is different time frame.
Yeah.
Canada takes 10 years for a drug to be approved.
Right.
In America, it takes 6 years for a drug to be approved.
Okay.
Right? And these are like Tylenols, the basic stuff, and the OTCs, over-the-counter stuff that you'll buy.
Yeah.
So now, this specific big wig companies behind these things. I think for Tylenol is McNeil. I think Bayer's behind most of the aspirins.
I was about to say, is Bayer still around? So Bayer's still because I remember Bayer from the aspirin.
Yeah, Bayer's still around because like a lot of people, they take like the 81 milligrams in Terracotta tablets.
Right.
For people who had strokes and stuff like that to kind of help the blood kind of flow through smoother.
Yeah.
For them. Yeah. So
is that the one? Is that the amount of dosage they say is good to have like on hand just in case if you're okay.
81 milligrams.
Right.
So that's why you might see ones that kind of like coated blue. So it's like easier, fast swallowing type of stuff. And then you have the other ones that are just plain white. So they're there.
Yeah.
So I said, I need a reputable company to rock with.
Okay.
And when I said that, I said it to myself before vaccine was official or anything, or before Pfizer would say they were the first ones.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. I know Pfizer and stuff, they're good for some shit. So I'm like, cool. I'm telling certain people, they're like, you're a lunatic. You're a madman. You're all this type of stuff. Everything. Yeah. All the above. I get my second shot in February. Mm-hmm. When your third tail growing in. When your third nipple coming in. Did your dick fall off?
I was looking for the third nipple, but I didn't see it come up.
I got all of that.
I didn't see it come up.
You kept the same energy. So I can't really crucify you. I can't crucify you.
Right.
There's other people now coming at me the same way, same energy. You were saying? These motherfuckers and stuff out here, yo, can you plug me into your hospital, get a shot? I'm like, bitch ass! With your bitch So it's like, yo, I can't believe this shit right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, it's not like Mike Jones. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. I'm like, I don't understand. I thought you were all. He's like, yeah. But I just want to get back to normal shit. Yeah. I just want to travel though. Yeah. I just want to go to the club though. Yeah. I want to go to a concert though. I'm like, Say the John before your mama. But it came up, and that's what I'm saying. Like with all those people and stuff, I'm like, yo, it wasn't cool.
Nope.
They're looking at like, especially like people here, they're looking at America, how people just like, fuck it. They're just living like outlaws, wilding, going back to society, trying to do shit, getting affected. Cases are still going up. They're like, well, fuck it. We might as well do the same thing. Restrictions here are a little bit tighter than that.
Right.
So now they're like, nah, I'm going to go get vaccinated. Yo, I want to travel. I'm done with this. I'm like, I'm like, now it's cool, huh?
Now they want to switch. They want to switch it up now. And
why do things have to be cool before people fuck with it?
This is
why. I'm an anime dude.
Right.
I don't think anime is cool. Like, I mean, anime is cool to me.
Right.
I don't think it's like a general consensus across the board cool to people. Some people don't like animation.
No, right.
Some people like don't like the type of fairy tale that would present, but watch the fuck out of a rom-com for some shit that they know it never happened in real life.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's the like I say the soap opera syndrome where the one family, the one family miraculously runs the entire town, and then everybody who's ever got some sort of chance is tied to that sort of family.
Like Dynasty,
and you just follow those stories around through life. Everything's hunky dory and fine and dandy, and the rest of the world is shits to hell, right?
Yeah. Nah. I mean, I looked at it, I laughed, and I was like, it has to be cool first. Like it really does have to be cool before people fuck with it.
Right.
And I was like, but why though? Because the same thing and stuff, whatever, where like now you have rappers, Juvenile, Manny, Mia X, you have other people campaigning, saying this stuff and everything like that.
Yeah.
I want to say to the majority of people don't have interactions with these type of celebrity folks on a daily basis. But they idolize and they might look up to these people.
Yeah.
Right? So now they're like, all right, what people I look up to and stuff made it cool and stuff, whatever.
Right.
I guess I'll fuck with it.
Yeah.
Because the same thing, like, I guess when remember, we had a good duration in the early 90s, fanny packs was popping.
Right.
Fanny packs died off.
Right.
Took one person to make it cool again in the music world.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bitches are back. Motherfuckers wearing this shit like fucking purses now on their shoulders and everything.
Yeah.
No, it's no longer on the hip. A few people they might have it on the hip, and you might see one cock it to the side, like it's like.
But now it's just across the chest, like it was always meant to be like a shoulder bag.
Yeah, like a shoulder bag and everything like that. Whatever. Right?
There's a reason why it was called the fanny pack.
It's supposed to go by your fanny.
Yeah,
it's not called a titty pack.
Yeah, it wasn't called no damn titty pack.
It wasn't a titty pack. And I was like, yo, why? Like, why do we need, as a society, as people in the world, do things have to be cool before we fuck with it?
I think possibly some of that is FOMO.
Talk about it.
And not necessarily they wanna fuck with it, but maybe they feel like they can't be without it because everybody else has it, and that's going to be the new way to play.
That makes sense. It's like the Bitcoin thing.
Yeah,
the Bitcoin thing. We knew about Bitcoin and stuff with it from like 2010s.
Right.
From the 2010s and everything. Early.
Yeah.
Early. Once they start understanding like this blockchain thing and this peer-to-peer thing, I'm like, all right. I'm like, it's a little high for me to fuck with at the time.
Right.
But I have a slight knowledge of it. And then now, 10 years later, you have people and stuff saying like, oh, if you had Bitcoin from back then, you had even just $100, it'll get you 60, about equivalent to like 60
It would have had you just nice.
Just laughing. So
nice,
now people,
all the way.
Yeah, and so now people and stuff are like, well, I don't know this Bitcoin thing. I don't understand this Bitcoin thing. Blah, 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 Bitcoin. Let me jump on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then they get into like the other cryptocurrencies and they're just getting fucked.
That's it.
No lubrication.
Yeah.
Hard.
High and dry.
And I'm just looking like, it had to be cool first for you to say thing. Like, no, if you hear wind of it, whatever, I don't feel like it'll take you that long to just get your feet wet into whatever the hell. I got a thing sold to me about, well, not even sold. I got a story told to me about one of the guys, the improvement dudes, is on HGTV about some shit, and then I heard that something about like he has a CBD oil company. I was like, wait, what the fuck? So I was like, people are stupid. And when I looked, I was like, huh, look at that. So, I don't know. I just looked into it just to see where his company might go, where it looks like, and all the above, and it didn't take long. 2-minute search, over and done. Just to inform myself, not to get fully detailed and stuff in it, whatever, but the FOMO thing is real, though.
Right.
FOMO's a real thing. That's the reason why people move a little kind of different, for real. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I think. Some of it would be FOMO, and then the other part of it is, you know, some people are going to say, hey, I'm at the point now, a certain amount of time has passed. I see people who've gotten the vaccine out there. They're safe. They don't know nowhere for tears. Of course, there's the one or two side effects that I may expect that should happen. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I'm going to be safe anyway, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm okay with going ahead and taking the vaccine. And they go out and say, okay, if I wasn't sure before, I want to vax that thing up later on. Yeah, baby.
Yo, fella, you look handsome. Would you vax that thing up? You see that girl in the front row?
Yeah, right. So this is it. This is the little extra boost that they're throwing in the mix.
Yeah,
to catch those who are saying to themselves, "Hey, it may not be such a bad idea."
So let me ask you, how much would it take you to get vaxxed?
Well, it'll take me a little bit more than the Gas Money commercial.
Name a price. Just put a figure. Put a figure.
I not so much figure wise. I think I'm looking at another maybe year and a half, where I see all the kinks have been worked out.
They tell you tomorrow.
They tell me tomorrow?
They tell you tomorrow. They're like, we want you to get vaccinated. They come to your fucking door. Ding dong. We want you to get vaccinated right now. We got a nurse right here. What would it take for you to get it done tomorrow?
Tomorrow, it would have to take more time. That's what I'm telling you, baby.
So no dollars. So they're like, okay, so we'll come back next week. Ding dong.
Right.
Clockwork. They're coming back every week.
How much would the briefcase guy? What they have in the briefcase this week?
They tell you name your price. They told you to name your price.
And I'm gonna tell them I'm okay.
So 100 racks, $100,000.
100,000. Nah, not enough.
Woo!
Not enough.
Shit, that body's expensive, boy. And you talking about me? Me? Really? Me?
Not enough. Not enough.
$250,000.
Maybe a twinkle in my eye, but then I start, moving funds over, seeing how I would survive if the apocalypse came to be, and I was still on the other side of the fence. Well, I'd still survive. I think I'd still survive in that range. So you might have to up it up to $500K,
half a mil,
and then give me the superior tested batch to work with.
Yeah, they'll tell you that whatever batch they have is superior. They'll lie to you. Yeah, so
they're gonna lie to me.
$500K is okay. So half a mil.
The half a mil might get me. The half a mil might get me.
Yeah, because it's just like the same person and stuff like, excuse me, my fries are cold. Sure thing. All they do is scoop some new shit. Here you go. Better. They didn't cook that shit. They didn't reheat it.
They just scooped the hot fries on top.
They're gonna tell you what it takes to make you feel good. Make you feel good. That's it.
Well, I mean, the
half a mil, huh?
The half a mil, because in that way I can just tuck it away. I
set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. Anything happens, fams, I took one for you.
So okay.
Bust up this half a mil.
You have an expensive body.
Mm-hmm.
You crucified me yesterday. They said I have an expensive dick. Would you
Right.
Sleep with a man would you sleep with a woman? A married woman while her man is watching her husband for $10K.
Yeah.
Raw dog.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Nah, I would. I wouldn't raw dog.
All right. So you want a raw dog? All right. 10K.
10K. Of course, if wifey allows it.
If she allows it. She allows it. Guys in the back.
Right.
You're doing your thing and stuff like that. I guess he just likes to hear his wife moan. Was it cuckold? The cuckold. He's cuckolding. He's in the back, rubbing one out. Meanwhile, you're rocking her world. 10K.
10K. That's
okay with another dick out in the room like that, just jerking off to you going at it?
I'm not. I'm gonna be so tuned out of that.
How? What if he moans when he's jerking it?
Marv, you're talking to Shaolin Master over here.
What? Just because you jerk off with no sound doesn't mean someone else jerks off with no sound.
These ears will be numb to the fact that he's even in the presence of the room. I will have him on a mountaintop, far away from the action, what is happening right now. And my concentration on the 10K that is promised to me at the end of my venture. Shit, the way I see it, I got off good because 5K I might have been in if the wife looked good. They might have got. I would have said wife. I would have said wifey.
She was top model. Like
if she was top model, like this could be a maybe a come up. But they offered 25 mil at the beginning.
25 racks.
25 racks.
I do it for 25 racks.
You do it for 25 racks if they offer up 25 racks for me?
25 racks.
Right.
They give half. They each transfer half.
Yeah.
I'll pop a blue diamond or white pearl, and I go at it because I'm not comfortable with another dicks out in the room. I don't perform well. This is why I don't perform well with another dick out in the room. This is why I don't understand.
I feel like, I mean, you first of all, you have no other half to set any sort of rules on how you make this financial thing work in this thing called life.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
So you're a free-spirited bachelor. Just feel like you're a superhero or an athlete.
And I'm coming to save the day for them?
Not only that.
I'm getting paid to do it?
Not only that.
But wait, there's more. Call now, get another one for free.
Wait, there's more. Your fans in the audience cheering you on.
Yeah,
No?
I know.
No?
Because my thing is like, I'm so aware. Like remember I told you, I've been caught before. So since I've been caught, I don't like how you laugh. Why you laugh like that?
This is the phobia.
Yes. Why you laugh like that?
This is the phobia part of the show.
Yes, this is a safe space. Is this a safe space? Or just for us? Is this a safe space?
Let's go. You're in the comfy couch right now.
Yes.
You're in the comfy couch right now.
I'm just saying this stuff, but it just kind of throws me off that there's another dick present. I had a situation and stuff way back when, right?
Right.
Where met a girl. The biggest issue, men, folks, kings, guys, hear me out. Anytime a woman asks you a freak, do not say yes. I know you might think it equate to more vagina. Do not say yes.
That's not what it
right
equated
away.
to.
Met this young woman. Said something like, you know me, I always crack jokes. I've been like this from day one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cracked a little side joke. I said something like, oh shit. That's where it transpired from. It's like, oh shit, you basically ready for the orgy. That's what I said to her. Just as a joke.
Just as a joke.
She's like, well, it doesn't take much to get ready for an orgy and stuff, whatever. Like, long as everybody's like in it or agrees to it. Something like, this sounds like you're speaking from experience. Do tell, Batman.
Do tell.
She's like, she took me to, she said, well, there's one coming up on like such and such day. Right? So she's like, it's going to be on a Friday, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, shit, you're welcome to come. Like, you can come with me. She's like, it's normally like a swingers type of thing and stuff like that. But because I'm not in a relationship, it's not. She's like, we're just seeing each other, right, Mark? So I'm like, yeah.
Right.
So she's like, this will be a little ones and twos and stuff, a little adventure. She's like, I'm like,
this is good. This is the getting your feet wet part.
Yeah. So I was like,
getting your feet wet part of the relationship.
I was like, I done synced it in some pornos, but I don't know if I'm about that life yet. So I'm like, you know what?
You weren't quite there.
I was like, you know what? I don't know. But I'm like, how often do you get an offer to say, hey, come now and you can bang 4 women in one night instead of one?
No, yeah.
I thought my dick instead of my pockets.
Yeah.
So I said, entree-vous, let us go. So I go.
So you go.
I'm in the car jamming to some music and shit, getting psyched up and everything. Like I was listening to Akinelli. Put it in your mouth. I was just getting, I'm getting amped. I was
getting ready.
I manscaped up and everything. I brought my rubbers.
Shit.
I had like some high socks on.
Right.
I always have high socks. I had like 4 rubbers on. I had like rubbers here, this side. So I had 2 on each foot. Like,
you were packing.
I was ready to go. I'm like, I'm gonna have fun at this orgy. I drank a Magnum. I had a ginseng vial. Yo, I was ready. Go to the house. The owner of the house, which is a guy,
Right.
and I guess his girl or something, his wife, whoever the fuck,
Yeah.
they're there at the door. They're in robes. I started getting soft. I was like, right there at the door.
This was like, so who is this Hugh Hefner wannabe?
Yeah, it was a white guy too. It was a white guy. So I was looking like, I don't know where this is.
I don't know about this.
So then open up the door some more. She's like, hey. She's like, and he's like, you're Marvin, right? So I'm like, oh fuck. She done told him to
Get
go
back out now.
No. But all I'm saying, I was like, yo, I told her from the rip. I'm like, do not give anybody my name.
Yeah.
My go-to bootleg name, I have 2 bootleg names of go-to.
Right.
One is Bernard, because Bernard is a fucked up name, and it just sounds regular like, damn, somebody fucked you up and gave you a Bernard name.
Sorry to all the Bernards out there.
Sorry to all the Bernards out there, whatever, but your name is old, your time is come and gone. Like, this is a chick. If a chick's named Esther now, be like, yo, your time is gone.
Sorry to all Esther's
Sorry to all Esther's out there, whatever. I'm not judging, I'm just letting you know this is how I feel.
Hey, that's all. It's
So
not
now,
a judgment thing.
When I go in, the girl that I was there, like I went for, she's like, you can put your clothes in here. They have a robe for you and stuff as well. And it's like a little corridor, like it was like a little guest room type of thing. And there's like a little corridor kind of lead into the area where I guess like the orgy is supposed to go down.
Right.
Right? And right there's like a little table thing and stuff like there. They had alcohol there. I'm like, you know what? I was like, do I take a shot of alcohol? The liquid courage kind of loosened me up. I'm like, I don't want to take the alcohol, and my dick don't work. So I was in my head. I was in my head.
It seemed like the process, like since you hit the door,
yeah,
and Hugh answered, I think everything was just calculated. I was in my head.
I overthink that heavy.
Right.
So now I'm like, my dumb ass, take off my clothes, put on the robe.
you were the black Hugh Hef.
Yo, I put on the robe. I'm like, I'm here. I'm not taking off my socks.
I'm here.
I'm not taking off my socks because I got my condoms and stuff in my socks.
Yeah.
And everything I did. Because everybody's butt ass naked socks out. I'm like, I don't know these people carpet. I don't know like, what's going on over here. Who's skeeted away and
you
everything.
Slide on anything?
Yeah. You know what I'm like? Nah, I need my grip. So when we're in one corner and stuff, she's coaxing me down. She's like, Marv, like, relax. She gave me some head. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I got my back towards all of them.
Right.
Because it's like, in total, there was 8 of us. It was 8.
8.
It's 8. So me, her, and there's like,
so is it
boom,
equal?
Boom, boom. Equal. But
okay.
then the thing is that everybody's supposed to like, switch, eventually or whatever, right?
Right.
That's how the swings get down.
Is it like a timed thing, or is it?
I don't think so. I think it's just kind of like,
when some person just leads the pack.
Yeah, you just get into the notion or whatever,
come over
right?
here.
So I'm the only black dude there too. So I guess in any case, the women are kind of like quote unquote fetishizing. So they're looking like, yeah, they're like, oh, they want to see what's going down, whatever, right? One dude, he looked like he could be Latino.
Yeah.
Another lady like she could be Latina too.
Yeah.
Wasn't too sure about them. I'm like, I trying to focus on them. Focus on the action.
Right.
While I'm getting head, I said, okay, now it's game time. Boom, boom, boom. I go at it. While I'm going at it now, whatever, another woman come crawl over to the area.
Okay, so wait. You can't just. I don't like how you just not. We're not getting like the details. Are you going at it? Are you going at it like the? Are you going at it like the champ? Are you saying to yourself at this point, well, the only way I'm going to get more action.
I already had sex with her.
The only way I'm going to get more action is if I throw in the work and they say, oh, yo, yes, let me sample that one over there.
But I throw in the work regular, so I'm doing my regular scheduled program.
This is it. This is the life. This is without the cameras.
Without the cameras, I do the most.
Okay.
I do the most. With the cameras, I probably like forget what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like, what is a missionary again? Like, yo, a clitoris? I don't understand. G-spot? Am I supposed to grab a breast? I want to know.
Wouldn't know.
While we doing all of this, another lady come crawling over. So I'm looking like, okay. And she comes crawling over by herself. She said, let me get some of that. She instantaneously, I was in like, say, missionary with the legs up with the girl I was with. To she wants to go into like doggy style position. So like quick sliding. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm not going to take off the condom. I guess y'all got to deal with this issue if y'all got something. Because I'm going to just reserve my condom. Because I didn't bust yet. So,
they were vaxxed.
Back then they were vaxxed. So I'm shook. I'm shook now. Because I'm like, I don't know if this is someone's wife, but I'm like, you know what? Feels kind of good. Fucking asshole guy.
Right.
I guess his boo. He's like, yeah, blank, blank. He said her name. He's like, yeah, blank, blank. Take that dick. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with a grown-ass man saying that about my sausage. I am sorry. Smooth. That's motivation to you?
Hey, listen, he didn't go into description.
He didn't touch me.
He didn't go into the description like he was actually just seeing your dick for what it really was, and how you were wielding that.
I start getting soft.
Wow! He jumped in and he just defeated.
No,
you.
he didn't jump in. Don't say that. We're on air. He didn't jump in. He said that from the other side of the room. And like double dutching on this side over here. You piece of shit. That's what you trying to do. You trying to set me up. You trying to set me up.
No, I was just saying.
Oh, so he jumped in. We didn't Eiffel Tower his woman. We didn't do that.
Just crushed the dreams, man.
It just threw me off. Caught me off guard.
Caught you off guard.
Caught me off guard. Wasn't expecting it because I'm used to me the only guy voice in the room when I'm having sex.
Yeah.
So, and I'm used to women moaning.
Yeah.
Not another guy giving like some damn hype man.
Now you getting the coaching.
I got a hype man.
I told you, fans, man. I told you, fans, bro. You gotta see them for what they are.
It went soft.
You gotta see them for what they are, Marv.
It went soft. I just told him like, yeah, I'm sorry, can't. The girl I came with, she was already getting smashed by somebody.
Did she have to stop like mid smash and be like, okay?
No. She was just enjoying herself. So
I was like, fuck you.
If it was back then, if it was right now, I'd have been like, for the streets. Because she would look back at me. She's like having a time of her life.
She's like,
she's going.
Marvis. 1 foot is behind her head.
You know, she's doing the most. She's doing the most and everything like that. She actually had like 2 guys on her at one notion. I'm like, shit, you action pack. The other woman that, who took over and everything like that.
Right.
She's like, take the condom off. I can give you, can fluff you up. I said, you know what? I don't think this is my move. Maybe I got overzealous. Appreciate the time. And like normally I probably might lean in for a hug, but I'm looking like we're both naked.
Right.
I was like
sweaty and all this going on. Yeah.
I go now.
You're out.
I go now. And then everybody see me like, yo, shit, like he tapped out and everything. They're like, yo. I'm like, just tell him I had stage fright. Wasn't getting up. Tell him I'm gonna go pop a Viagra and come back, whatever. No, I just got fully dressed and dipped out. So she texts me and stuff like that.
And that, later. Folks.
Yes. She texts me that night and stuff. She's like, yo, like, I was wondering, like, why did you leave and stuff? I'm like, yeah, it's not my scene, You seem happy. I didn't want to disturb you.
You were in your groove.
You were in your element.
You were there. It wouldn't have been fair.
It wasn't fair. You got a dick in your mouth. You got a dick in the cooch. You living life.
She understood?
Live.
She understood.
She's like, yeah, so I I couldn't do a solo mission with her no more. I just let that one go.
Right.
And then I said, I think that's when I prayed for a woman. It's like, dear God, how did I get here?
How did I get here?
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, the funds isn't really my thing.
Yeah.
It's, I think, what are we doing with like the scenario? Because me personally, me and other guys, we don't mesh well in the bedroom festivities. Hell, way back when, I think in my teenage days, I was in one room with a girl. My boy was in another room with a girl. If he hears this, he know he's an asshole because I told him he was an asshole that following morning. I'm in the room with Girly. We're doing our thing.
Right.
And I felt like I was his backup dancer. like this guy narrated too much shit. We knew what was going down without even looking through the fucking walls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you like that, huh? Go ahead and suck it. Wet it up. Yeah. And then he, she's moaning and everything too. I'm looking like, she's like, yo, the girl looked at me and said, your boy is wild. I'm like, your girl is wild. Why is she going along with that shit?
It's the role playing. They've done it before.
I wasn't driving back then, so he was my ride. So
was it kind of uncomfortable or was it comfortable?
It was uncomfortable as shit. Good thing I got it in first. Yeah. And I finished, I want to say when he started getting louder. When they start getting louder next door,
right?
I already like, I'm done. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'm out. I'm just going to lay in here. I'm like, should I get fully redressed? I'm not too sure. I got dressed in my boxers.
Right.
But him, all that talking, like, nah, I think I should put my wife beater on at least. Let me get redressed. Let me just chill, not fully ready to go. And I was like, when we get ready to leave those girls' house, I said, my man, why the fuck do you talk and narrate through the whole goddamn event? He looks at me and laughed. I say, he had that look on his face. He's like, what, you don't talk? He's like, what, you was a silent library when you're having sex?
Silent library when you're having sex.
I said, no, it is not. My good man, I have a problem. I just like to hear the woman moan because it turns me on, makes my left nipple move, and it motivates me to do more.
Makes you do better.
Yeah, it makes me do better. That's all I need. I'm like, your theatrics and stuff, I feel like there was a camera crew in there with you guys. And they couldn't get a proper angle, so you're like, turn this way. He even said that. Turn this way. And then you hear, hey. I was like, this guy is too wild. Off air, I'll tell you exactly who the fuck it was. You have an idea.
I heard the story.
You heard the story, so you know who it is, man.
I know who it is.
Fucking dirtbag. Still love him no less, man.
I know who it is. He should have been at the swinger party.
Yeah. He would have no problem. He bought that life. He always tries to coax me into these things. He told me I'm soft. He's like, you soft. I'm like, no, I'll go soft and I'll stay soft. That's the main thing.
That dude would have said, give her that big black dick, and you'd be like, that's right, you tell him. You tell him.
That one was a wild dance. I'm like, that's a wild boy. That guy was a wild boy. You watch your woman and stuff getting smashed by another, and then you had the motivational speech for the guy? Yeah, blank, take that dick. Yeah, you like that? And she's, I was like, what kind of fucking couple is this? I want my own woman. I don't know, man. Let's get to some other shit.
Let's get to some other stuff.
Talk about billionaires in space. These billionaires in space.
Billionaires in space. That's just it. Remind me of that. Remember the pigs in space from the Muppet Show?
Yeah. That's what remind me of and stuff, whatever too. Because I feel like everybody's Elon has been doing that whole SpaceX thing for a minute. Well, he hasn't been up there yet, though.
Well, with the Elon thing, he has that whole Starlink that he's been doing also, right? So he's been out there for a while and quite a frequent amount of times with his rocketry. And someone told me something the other day, and I'll just kind of jump in, but let's see where the conversation goes first. and then take it from there. But
No, it's
okay, so Elon, you said Elon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He got up there first.
When? I don't recall Elon going up there.
No, as far as like doing,
Billionaires?
as far as let's say venture wise,
Okay.
he was one of the first ones up there, right?
Okay.
His feud with Jeff Bezos over this whole space venture, that it's been going on way before he started making his trips out there. Yeah, his SpaceX trips out there.
That in the whole Mars thing? Okay, I didn't know that.
To doing the satellites.
I didn't know that.
Back when, I think it's when after the Challenger, I think the Challenger was the last rocket that NASA officially made as a
Wasn't
venture.
that like in the 80s? 80s, 90s?
I think early 90s.
Late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah, I can't remember if they.
That's the last one that NASA did?
Yeah, the Challenger was the last space shuttle model. I don't think they've worked on anything since then. I could be mistaken, but since then, I don't think they've worked on
Adjustments to
anything.
the models.
Right. What they did was they had opened it up to the private industry. So at the time when they had opened it up to the private industry,
January 28, 1986.
1986.
Yeah.
Okay. So that whole space exploration thing was shut down for a while.
Right.
Right? When they started deciding to get back into it now, they figured more or less, okay, they don't want to be, I guess, looking to make whatever is going to be the next generation of interstellar transport rocket or whatever is going to get us out to the space, whatever you so have been, right? They rather partner up with, I guess, either reputable companies or this, that, and the third. Only this time, I don't even think they were looking to partner up with anybody. They opened it up to the private industry. So that's where you see Musk and Bezos now getting into entering the game, right?
All right.
Richard was already there, but he was his thing was more of tourism.
Okay.
And taking you to just like
Stratosphere.
the stratosphere part, right?
I remember with the whole Red Bull thing, because remember Red Bull had that stratosphere jump.
Right.
He was behind that and stuff, whatever as well.
Right. So
Right.
he was looking like he's looking like to design jets that could take you just to that stratosphere.
Yeah.
And then do like little tourism stuff from there. But these guys, Bezos and Musk, they were saying, okay, we're actually want to go to
Places.
that out of orbit.
And settle.
I want to now, since I have a rocket that can get us here, I now want to know how long will it take to colonize Mars? If Mars is colonizable, that's the next way of thinking, right? So these guys now are getting the full blessings of a NASA in the space program.
Right.
And it's really now those who have the muscle and the money to back what they're doing to kind of just lead that way. And they've been fighting over that position for a long time. One of the things was there was I wouldn't say an abandoned airstrip, but a takeoff strip that I guess NASA used to use. That I think there was a licensing issue or some sort of thing that had to do with licensing where you own a company, let's say it's Mars SpaceX versus Drew's Space Odyssey.
Right.
Right? But only one company can have the contract for that landing, that landing and takeoff zone. So I think one of the court battles that went on between Musk and Bezos over that was
the airstrip.
Right. And I think Bezos ended up winning. That's why he was sort of the first to really start launching his rockets and so forth like that. But I think Bezos, I don't know if Bezos is launching from the same
place or not.
Same place or not. But it looks like that's
So
like that's what the issue is.
But the space dance is going to be billionaires then, because the way you explained it, it's just going to be for people who have money, who have the private sector money to do shit like that.
Yeah, well, it's right now. It's being funded
Because
by
NASA's
private sector.
just they're just piggybacking on those people,
Right.
pretty much.
Right.
So yeah, it's a billionaire dance. I feel like they know something that we don't, whatever. Because I'm like, too much billionaires trying to go in space all at once. I was like, yo. And then Obama came out, what is it, a few months ago?
You know what the shit
about the
remind me of,
aliens?
though? You know what the shit remind me of, though?
What?
Elysium.
With them? It does to an extent. Like
Reminds me of the movie Elysium.
I think about that because I thought about it when you have these billionaire types and stuff, whatever. And eventually, like in Elysium, it's rich folks.
Yeah.
We're not discrediting that, but the thing is, I'm like, Obama just came out the other day saying, like, well, 2 months ago, now time flies.
Right.
The aliens are out here. UFOs and shit are out here. They're showing on CNN UFOs. They were never showing that before. Now you got billionaires going into space. They know something that we don't know. I don't like where this is going. I'm uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable?
I'm uncomfortable, man. I don't
No,
know
you
what's
gotta be
going-
uncomfortable. You can't have to be comfortable with that. You gotta be uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
You gotta be uncomfortable
You trying
at
to
that
get me
point.
shanked.
Yeah. At that point, you gotta be uncomfortable. Yeah, that's too much going on right now.
Oh, and salute to Jeff Bezos too. I just want to say you're very much welcome. I'm glad I helped put you out there into space. Because when he said that line, people are hot. I don't know why people are hot. You know, he's like, oh, thank you to all the employees, people that bought something from Amazon. You've made this possible. I'm like, yeah, we know. Most people like, he didn't have to say that.
Shit.
Did you feel that way when he said it?
Shit, I'm holding a couple purchases. I'm stirring around a couple purchases in my round.
In your cart?
That
fund the next
funded
trip?
that funded either that trip that passed or the next trip coming.
Yo, I was looking at it, I was like, yo, I don't mind. I'm like, people spaz, or they spaz on the Bezos comment, but I'm like, every week, like clockwork, y'all throw y'all money up to like TD Jakes, Ministries.
Yeah.
What's the other guy? Joel Osteen.
Austin, yeah.
I heard that guy even applied for a thing the other day. What's that shit called? A PPP loan
Oh yeah?
for $4.4 million. And they were vexed because they seen him, like, after he applied for it, they see him driving around in, like, in a Ferrari. But I'm like, I mean, this is Joel Osteen Ministries, whatever, right? I mean, you don't know how you divvy up that money in the company.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but they throw the money to the religious folks very fast. And the religious folks will tell you, like, thank you and all the above. And no one bats an eye. But now a billionaire
Right.
does it, it's problems. I don't know.
But the funny thing is okay, you have benefited. Yes, that billionaire has gotten billions off of what he does from you,
Right.
but you have benefited in some way, shape, or fashion, either by buying something that you couldn't find in a store or getting something at a cheaper price than you would have at a store.
It's a market.
So-
it's a marketplace.
Yeah. So you did your dealings there, right? The faith-based people who are saying, okay, I'm gonna put my money where
To believe in something that might not there.
Yeah. To believe in something that we can't necessarily, we don't know if it's there or not.
No, we
there.
don't understand that. We don't know it's there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. We so if you're doing for faith wise, okay, then go ahead. But then you have the next crowd that will throw their money into a lottery system for years to come on a promise that they're gonna hit that jackpot one day.
That's me.
That's you?
Nah, I think I've been playing Lotto since probably like 1920. And I don't play it religiously every week or multiple times in a week.
Right.
But I want to say, yeah, I've probably just given like gaming commissions and stuff. Minimum probably, I'm gonna say 25 racks.
Okay, see? And that's just on getting nothing at all.
And nothing at all. Well, I got a few 20 bucks back.
A few kickbacks here and there?
Okay, so scratch off ticket, the most I wanted a scratch off ticket was probably like about 100 on one.
Right.
Casino wise, And like one casino, I walked away. I went there with like I think $40, and I walked out there with like 1,200. Another one I walked out with like 600 or something like that, whatever. So those are decent things. But like I said, to equate back, that's where the realm lies. So I still threw more money, hoping for the best. Ain't shit pop off with it. Just more of a good time, and just keep it pushing.
And how much decent products could you have bought on Amazon?
Tons of shit. They had this bidet butt warming water thing. I would have took some of that money and bought that.
Shit. Toasty buns.
Toast your buns and it give you warm water to wash your ass. So I see it.
Yeah. So I guess, he went out to space and lived it up. You got the Tesla car that's out there contributing to space junk. And we're here on Earth.
Okay.
If you got a chance to go out there, because I think
round trip?
I think there was like two spots were auctioned off on his space mobile.
Oh, yeah.
The Bezos mobile, was it?
With the young kid and the older lady?
Yeah. If you had your spot or had to pay for a spot, how much would you pay?
I'm not paying for...
You're not paying? You don't
No.
You don't want to go to space?
Not like that.
Not like that?
No. The most I do, I give him a back rub. I give him a back rub. Hell, he can get in a towel. I'll give him a back rub for that shit. I'm not spending no cents because I heard the tickets was like at least like something like some millions.
Yes.
Some millions with his shit.
It was definitely, he wasn't sitting beside no bum.
No. The kid wasn't a bum. His parents had paper. And the lady, I think for Guinness Book of World Records purposes, they're like, yo, we got this. We'll fit this bill for you. So we can say this was an event. I couldn't do it. I feel like all that money and stuff could have went to somewhere else to benefit me and my peoples. Just to go take like monkey in outer space. Just to go, fuck that. Hell no. I couldn't do it. I take even if it was if it was 50 racks,
right?
And I had $10 million in my account, I wouldn't do it.
You think that that kid can use this and get some social media fame? For sure. He got a couple selfies. He got something. He got a selfie game off.
He probably did, but remember, he's young. This is his generation now, where they eat TikTok and all that shit up. For all you know, he probably has like a TikTok waiting to drop.
He's probably got a nickname already. Space Boy. That's a
basic ass name. Basic ass name.
Now you got to see it with attitude. Then it's not so basic anymore. Space Boy. See?
Nah, that shit's still basic. I didn't even flinch. I didn't even crack a smile.
He's not supposed to be menacing. He only went out of space.
This supposed to seem cool.
So Space Boy don't seem cool?
Hell no. That shit sound basic as shit.
Okay. What's his interstellar name? What do you got for him?
I don't know. I don't got nothing for him. Rich kid. Not rich the kid. No. Rich kid. He's the richest fucking kid that ever went to space.
There's too many rich kids already. How many
went to space?
How many space boys is there? Not one.
I don't know.
He'd be the first.
It could have been some astronauts. Could have felt
he
like
is
with
the
mic.
first.
No, it could have been an astronaut out there. Could have been feel like Michael Jackson.
Right.
That they're not an adult. That they're a grown ass boy. And they just out there saying calling themselves Space Boy.
And
they're looking like Richard. You're like 39 years old now. The boy thing is done. I don't care. My name is Space Boy.
I am the original Space Boy.
Then done. Then that argument is done. Right.
And I'm going to sue that Jeff Bezos kid for my name.
Shit. Yo, I want to talk to you about these Bucks and their win.
Shout out to Milwaukee Bucks for the win.
Congrats to Milwaukee.
Yeah, congrats.
Did you watch the playoffs like that? These playoffs?
You know what? I didn't really watch the playoffs like that.
Me too.
One or two games I managed to catch, but even
we're not focused.
Yeah, I wasn't really focused on it.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, I did not see Milwaukee. Well, Milwaukee, yeah, but I was kind of more pulling towards who's the other team that they
Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix. I was more pulling for Phoenix because I wanted to see the two young cats battle it out in the finals. But I mean, I wasn't mad at who went to the finals itself. I think both of them both teams have really great players. I wanted Chris Paul actually to win his first ring.
Everybody keeps saying that.
I wanted him to win his first ring.
I made peace with there's going to be tons of players and stuff I like. It's not going to win.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller is one of those players I loved, and Reggie didn't win one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I wasn't too much of a fan of Charles Barkley. I did like when Charles Barkley was aggressive. He slammed, he rebound, I like that Charles Barkley, but to say oh my gosh, I can't believe he didn't win the ring.
Yeah.
You're not hearing that from me.
Right.
Reggie, I feel like he should have won at least a ring. He did not. So I made peace with it. So there's going to be some players that I'm just going to be very fond of, and they're not going to get to
that'll be it. They're not,
They might get to the battleground, the final round and everything, but they might not just go past that, and that's okay.
Well, I think, was it last episode or maybe 2 episodes ago? I think I brought up it being like basketball players, not the fact that you haven't won a championship doesn't mean that you are not a good player. There's tons of good players out there that just have not won that championship.
Absolutely.
And it could be just the team they're on themselves. It might have just boiled down to even one bad play.
And see, this is the reason why I'm thinking this Giannis situation and stuff is different.
Right.
This Giannis situation and stuff, all your theories and stuff, whatever, to my theories especially,
right,
from being an NBA fan since I was little, was that teams win championships.
Yes.
Systems win championships.
Yes.
Teams like the Bulls had a system.
Right.
Coach Phil Jackson took that system to the Lakers, continued on. Steve Kerr played on that team, took that. When he became coach, he ran with that with his Golden State dynasty.
Right.
Super teams have now come up or are being built, big threes and everything like that to kind of get the job done elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One man, I don't hear that often.
No, you don't hear it that often.
You and I, we spoke. You said Chris Middleton and stuff, whatever, is there too. He's not consistent enough for me to really put him in there. If automatically he's going to be an all-star now.
Right.
Because his team won a ship. So expect him in the all-star game next year. Was he an all-star before this?
No, I don't think he was an all-star before this. No.
And that's what I'm saying. Was he even okay to be on a platform with the all-stars? No, but Giannis was.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. It's still a one-man show. So I look at it stuff as this one man kind of helped, I guess. Well, they've been to the stages multiple times.
Yeah.
And it just haven't been capitalized. And over a period of time, same thing with the Raptors. You get over your stage fright. You've been here so much now, it's no longer a new feeling. Your next thing is to look at the next game. I heard Phoenix say it several times and stuff, in the thing, 2 more wins, baby. And then we got this. No, look at the next game. Just focus on the next one
focus
first. Focus on the next one.
Yeah.
Because after those 2, they lost 4 straight.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm looking at them yo, again, don't put your cup where you can't reach it.
Do you think, we said we didn't pay any attention. You think that was sort of like that for a majority of, I wouldn't say casual, because I think we're a little bit more than casual basketball fans, but
what, taking it
the games?
I was
this time around. You think? Because I think
I took
the
it in the
expectations of some people's teams.
Yeah.
After they didn't see them go the way they were going,
people tap out.
They just tapped out. So I don't feel like it was a lot of people.
I didn't tap out.
You didn't tap out.
I'm a Laker dude.
Right.
I'm a Laker dude, and I rock with the land, loyal to the land. So obviously Cleveland didn't make it. But the Lakers and stuff was there. And I'm okay, I like to see how far these Lakers can do. Did I think a back-to-back ship could happen? I was doubting it.
Right.
But I'm you know what? To see how far. But when they've been eliminated for so early.
Right.
I was you know what? Whatever is clever. I took in the games. I seen the teams and stuff that beat other teams and teams to watch, the leftover ones. So I was yo, I'm still going to watch it. I'm gonna break my neck for it or whatever. No, but I know when game time is, especially when it comes to finals.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays. That's it. Those are the days that the games are gonna come on. When have you ever seen a finals game on a Saturday? Never.
Nope,
So
never.
that's what I'm saying. You know the schedule and stuff, whatever, that the ball games will be on like these days. So I was looking forward to it. I watched a little bit religiously. Like, yo, if we went to halftime or some shit, I changed the channel, or I got up and did some other things and stuff,
Yeah.
whatever. Carpe diem. I have my app on my phone. I can check the scores and the highlights when I'm ready. That's it. I just feel like when it comes to Giannis, this is a feat. This is a feat. Because with the dropping the 50 thing, I think that was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Dropping 50 to win the ship and everything. Because as a LeBron fan, when LeBron, I think the time when they got swept by Golden State, the night when what's his name? Ex-con looking dude, J.R. Smith. When J.R. Smith and stuff whatever went like the other way,
Right. Yeah.
and everything, what are you going? Go that way.
Yeah.
LeBron dropped 50 something that night. How does one team have a person that dropped 50 something points and not win? That's the only time I've ever seen that in NBA history. You drop 50 points, or a person dropped 50 points on one team, and that team was not the winning team. So when I see Giannis is putting up numbers and stuff like that, whatever, I'm like, this is in the bag. They got this.
Well, I would say it's. I mean, and not taken away from Giannis, because he's an extreme talent, right?
Is he though?
He's gonna. I think he's gonna end his career as one of the top ball players.
I think he'll be in there, but I don't know. He seems. Go ahead, say a piece.
With that being said, though, I mean, a lot of it has to do with fate as well, right? Like there was teams that people expected to be at the end of the finals there, and you can say some of that mishap happens to rest on injuries and other things, and you have COVID that had prevented a lot of key players from playing. So things would have been different, but I mean that's just how sports is, right?
It relies on that.
It relies on that.
Right.
So Giannis played a heck of a ball game, but I think there was times where, and this is where I go back to the whole Middleton thing. Yeah, he's not gonna be maybe an all-star player year to year, but the role that he played when Giannis went down really kept him in the runnings for the championship. And at that point, there's got to be some sort of team mechanism there that when you know this, your star player can no longer be out on the court with you,
right,
on that particular night. What is it that we relied on as far as fundamentals are concerned? Because we don't have no other starter to jump in and fulfill that role. We got to now bank on the basic basketball training that we had, the coaching that we got.
And that's what I'm saying. That I feel like that's without a doubt, because it's kind of like basketball is not like a football type of thing where everything relies on one win
right
to the next round.
Right.
It's several wins.
Right.
So you as set coach, offense or defense and stuff, whatever, you're going to try and study the other team.
Yeah.
So your thing is stuff is that like you have an idea, if you're a defensive coach, you're trying to look at how you can shut them down, the opposite team, the ops, shut them down and everything. And you're just going to rely that your offense just know what the fuck they're doing, and vice versa. If you're offense, you just know the defense coaches should have that side and stuff down to talk to the team so they can get on their shit, whatever, right?
Right. That's
your main concern. So at the end of the day, if we want to call that a system and stuff, whatever, that's there.
Right.
Damn it, every team has that.
Yeah.
But I want to say all right, Golden State, Splash Brothers. We know if Clay or Steph touches the ball from that 3-point arc, some shit's going to go down.
Right.
There was a night where I think like Giannis and stuff was like doing the threes. He's like, you know what? It wasn't making the cut. And he started coming in. You're like, okay, we know him to come in, hit his nice little Euro step and just like power over people.
Yeah.
That's his go-to. What is Chris Middleton's go-to? What are the other players' go-tos?
That's what I'm saying. These other players, they don't have no go-tos. But
exactly. So that's why I don't really consider it a system.
I seen one I can't remember which game it was. with Chris was just they didn't have Giannis, and Chris, he was just on fire. He was just hitting like he must have hit like at least if it wasn't all 4 threes, it was maybe like 3 threes and a 2 he shot in a row. And he was like, yo, this dude is just on fire. And I was like,
so Christmas comes once a year. I don't understand. Like, these things happen to these players. You remember Tyler?
this is what I say.
I'm about to say, remember last year in Miami, Tyler Hero?
This is why I say
He wasn't a hero to save them.
This is why I say fate. This is why I say fate. You could have you could be the shittiest player on the team, but
Right.
just that one game, it could just the stars could be aligned.
Absolutely.
The stars could be aligned.
And I agree with that. I'm not discrediting that, but my thing is that it's still no system. That's just fate, the luck of the Irish,
Luck of the
4-leaf
Irish.
clover,
Yeah.
whatever the hell, shooting star. That's just a one-off thing. That's not like, that's abstract. It's not concrete.
Okay.
But I'm saying, like, a concrete thing, it would be the system type of thing. So I'm like, this guy just came in, won a ship with no concrete system and stuff set in place. And I kind of like his interview shit afterwards, whatever. The man said, I didn't build a super team like all these other players.
Yeah.
I can go to another team and stuff and just join their party and win a championship. I felt like it was a shot at LeBron, a shot at KD.
He shot.
He said everybody. You're a champion.
He was
This is his
shooting.
moment.
He was shooting.
He was shooting. It was his moment. It was his moment.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? He's absolutely right.
Well, he proved it.
He's absolutely right. It's valid. It was valid. What he said was not lies.
He can talk it.
Was not fabricated. It was valid. So I looked at it
He
and
can
I'm
talk
like,
it. LeBron didn't win his first championship until he left and went to another team. Durant didn't leave his first championship until he left and went to another team.
system. Yeah.
So that's it.
So yeah.
He can talk that talk. Ain't nobody else can say it other than him is Kobe and Jordan.
So did Giannis become an all-time great with this?
Yeah, well, I told you I think he's gonna go down as one of the great.
Top 10, like top in there.
Yeah, in the top
Gotcha.
tops, and just depends on. See, and the thing about it is that because he's still young, right? And there's still so much more improvement that he could add to his game. So it's really
Then that's why I'm a fan of that. He has this, the improvement because he's been making the improvements.
Yeah.
So that's my thing and stuff is that he came in as like a slim thugger, tall giant, and he can get to the rack. And his game is getting versatile and stuff, whatever, as like the years go on, because he's still young. And I'm not doubting that. I just looked at it where, like I said, where he is now, I feel like there's so much more room for improvement for him to get to a thing, whatever. It's kind of like LeBron moves like a point guard, and he's 36 years old.
Right.
He moves like a young rookie point guard and stuff like that. That's greatness. A man like Kobe and stuff, whatever, would cross up, post up, and just nailing your eyepiece and stuff from like wherever the hell. Steph Curry, it's same. There's some people and stuff like that, and you just know that the thing. What is Giannis known for besides just going to the rack?
No, well, I mean, maybe this is
the time.
This is the time now. Like I said,
and that's why I agree with it.
There's more that he could add to his game. I mean, Jordan wasn't really a shooter until later on in his career.
Yeah, I think like in the early 90s.
Yeah.
In the early 90s and stuff, whatever, that's when he kind of perfected the shooting thing. Yeah. Real quick. You had a choice to play for a country for the Olympics. Who you playing for?
I'm playing for the UK.
You're British born.
British born, I'm going UK.
Your family's Jamaican.
Yeah.
And Canada.
Listen, man, I know all the ingredients, man.
Why you just shitting on the Jamaican and Canadian
all the
folks
ingredients.
like
I'm going UK.
Why? Just give me a reason why.
Because of the currency, the pound.
Okay.
That's a weight of measurement. It's very heavy. I'm going where I can have the luxury of the best training, the best coaches, the best environment.
What sport would you choose then?
What sport would I choose?
You're talking kind of reckless and stuff, whatever. Like, you think like you do every fucking thing overall. No, what sport? You pick a sport.
I'm gonna have to go with I think I'd be limber enough to do gymnastics.
They have some golden gymnastics over there in the UK like that?
No. They got gold like that. They got gold like that in in Jamaica. No.
Bobsled, baby. No,
Bobsled.
No. But Canada got gold in hockey. Hacky.
Hacky?
The hacky.
Yeah.
They love the hacky here.
I don't play hockey.
You can be the goon. You can skate around with no stick and just body
goon?
check people.
I'd be a terrible body checker if I can't skate.
Just pass the water down. They'll give you a gold medal.
I get the gold medal some way, somehow.
All right, man.
Wait, you don't get to slip out that easy. You got dual citizenship. Who you rolling with?
For bobsled, I'm going with Jamaica.
You going Jamaica?
I'm going with Jamaica.
So you really trying to get on the bobsled team, huh?
No, but this is what I'm saying. If I'm on bobsled, I'm going with Jamaica.
Right.
If I'm going to play the hacky.
Hacky, you going to go with both Canada and US, they duke it out now.
Yeah, they duke it out. But, Canada, they're more fond of it.
They're more fond of it?
So they throw more ducats and dollars and stuff to that range.
Right.
And if it's US?
Tennis. Or baseball.
Not even. For Olympic sport?
Basketball? You going basketball all the way?
I would.
All the way. That's American in the Olympics,
I would, but it's just that Spain team gave him a run for the money that one time. And I was looking at this, I was like...
This is true.
I was like, yo, there's some kids coming up from these other countries, whatever.
Yeah, no. They don't respect that U.S. team.
Yeah, they don't respect that U.S. team. For U.S., I would probably say track and field. Track and field.
You gonna take the U.S. over Jamaica for track and field?
Yeah, because Jamaica only got Usain.
No, they got that Kellyanne Price girl. They got a few fast people over there.
So U.S. starters now for the Olympics and Canadian and Jamaican starters and stuff, whatever. And relay, I think Jamaicans might have that.
Relay, they might have it. Might.
Or like the hundreds, the fours, like the full. I don't know though.
No?
I don't know.
You don't think so?
We can wait and see. I'll eat these words. I'll write these bitches down on paper and eat this shit for you. We'll see.
I don't know about the men's, but I think Shelly Ann's gonna take it.
Yeah, the men's I can't bet on no more.
Men's I can't bet on no more.
Men's I can't bet on. Because Powell's older.
Yeah.
Powell's older. Usain is not. So it's like, yeah, it's too much.
How you think Degrassi gonna do?
I think this might be his time to shine now, right?
Yeah.
But it all depends on like how well he's still conditioned and stuff therefore. Because 4 years, it's a lot. Sorry, 5 years is a lot. Remember, this is 2021, right?
Plus, dude's in commercial land now.
That stop you saying. That stop you saying. You say had Puma commercials here, to and fro.
Yeah.
Bet the casino shit. The poker, like that.
But you saying he was already the fastest man. This kid is trying to get to that.
Well, if number one is gone and you're number two,
was he number two though?
He was 2 one thing, and I think he was third in another thing. So he's up there. We'll see what happens.
All right, we'll see.
All right,
Be good though.
Let's get to the question of the week.
Question of the week.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I want you to close your eyes and hear this question.
Eyes closed.
All right?
I'm trying no funny stuff.
No. I'll stay on my side. Imagine someone running up, throwing hands at you, punching you while you just vacuuming out your damn car after a car wash. They give you like 3 hits to your head. Pow, pow, pow. Then they look at you and tell you, oh shit, my bad. I thought you were someone else. What do you do?
I'm gonna get the return 3 shots in first before we discuss anything further.
So you gonna start swinging?
What are you gonna say? I said, that's okay, homie. Now we even.
And then so you getting it
now. Who are you looking for? Because maybe I can point you in a direction.
Oh, you're gonna try calmly after all that? I'm gonna look at him like, yo, my man, I'm gonna need you to give me like a hot minute to go nuts on your face because this misidentity shit right here.
Yeah.
for the birds.
See, that's what we
I get a vacuum a goddamn car after the car wash.
Right.
And I'm getting a 3-piece combo. I'm not even at Popeyes.
See, that's where we differ because I'm not even asking, and I'm not asking for the second.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go get those 3. That's okay.
No. I don't think you're gonna get it like that. This person ran up on you without asking you a single fucking word.
Right.
Do you think they're gonna negotiate with you? This is gonna
You
swing.
just want to say it, my man. I'm not even. I'm saying,
but that's what I'm saying. I'm
that's
the one.
Okay, sir. After you explain to me, and I'm just after you explain, and you think everything is okay and cool, you won't get that 3 back. Now we even.
Nah.
He went that way.
That person, as soon as they throw that, oh shit, my bad. And then you get ready to throw yours, whatever, they'll be like, hold on, you really want to get this in? They already got 3 punches ahead of you. So there's like 4, 5, 6. Y'all gonna be out there battling at the car wash.
They'll never be the wiser. Once they try to spring the story on me and think I'm just saying, okay.
I seen that video. The poor woman was at the car wash vacuuming her car. Chick roll up another car, and the girl who rolled up another car, her friend is recording this shit. And the girl just threw haymakers at this lady. Boom, 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 boom. Then she had the nerve to say, oh shit, my bad, I thought you was someone else. Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Nah.
Does that how the world work?
Nah. And see, not everything is meant to be. Okay, first of all, you shouldn't have been recording the fight. That first thing, you shouldn't have been recording the fight.
Generation.
But secondly, though, it was a mishap. How do we just not delete the mishap footage? We just let the mishap footage get out
to run.
So now, not did this lady not
that, but
already suffer the beating. Now she got to suffer the humility of wrongfully being beat.
It comes with the clout, though. That's the world we live in. Think about it. Think how many videos you done seen online where like the person got fucked up or something like that, and they still made it online. If I record a video where there was a chick in a bathtub the other day.
Right.
It was funny as hell. She's like, oh, she could throw her legs behind her head, and then she almost drowned. Her wig got in there. Yeah.
Did you see that one with that dude? I can't remember that Jamaican actor, man.
Oh, but the comedian guy, when he cropped in and stuff, whatever, said his piece, and everything, he's like, Shelly, you're drowning. I seen all that shit. And that's what I'm saying. I looked and I was like, how did that video, her by itself, make it to online?
Yeah. But okay, that I can see. Okay, that I can see. If she was filming herself and that had happened, and then like she's like a regular, she does blogs like that. I can see her throwing that up. Because it was something that funny happened to her, and she knows that could get her more exposure. I can see her doing that on her own.
Okay.
For that publicity.
But the fight thing, no.
But this fight thing.
How you know it's not at fightclub.com and stuff, or fightclub.org, because not .com, so basic people would know and stuff. But fightclub.net,
right.
.si, where they have this footage of like, yo, they call it TOS, Terminate on Sight, where they just see somebody just run up, hit. And how do you know?
And
that's for that blog. That's what the video's for.
And that's why I say the person who did not delete that after that poor woman got wrongfully assaulted was an ass.
She was wrong. She was definitely wrongfully assaulted. She's like, what the hell? She didn't swing back. She's like, what the hell? I'm like, fight back. I was upset.
I'd have been and then if I would have seen the camera, I'd been, oh no, you don't.
No, she wasn't focused on the camera because the camera's in the car. So the person's like behind the steering wheel, rolled up.
Oh, so she didn't.
She focused on the fighter.
Yeah, she didn't know what's going on.
No, that was fucked.
She didn't know what was going on.
That was fucked. Okay, let's get to ask the sons to slide up out here, man.
See, that's a different type of sucker punch because you were just neatly vacuuming your car. You weren't expecting anything.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so what?
That's a hurt punch. It just hurts. It hurt my soul. Ask the sons. First one comes from Cat.A.
What up, Cat.A?
Found out recently my teenager's having sex. What do I do? Make peace with it.
Yeah. Make peace with it. Talk
to them and make sure they just make peace with it. They're gonna be fucking. This is not the first time. This is like the last time.
Let them know about protection and let them know how to put and supply for them if they can't get it for themselves. Just don't even front, man. You were. I'm not even gonna ask you how old you were. but you were probably in your teens when you were getting it on as well. I know I was in my teens.
I think a lot of people, they fail to realize that they were once that age too.
Yeah, you got to be realistic, man.
But they're not though, or whatever. Because think about it, you might have like a former drug user type of parent, party girl, Mr. Gangbang every chick in sight type of thing and stuff like that. And then when this person has a kid or has a daughter,
Yeah.
they're looking like, no one can touch my daughter. Bitch, you touched like over 50 daughters already.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's not going to happen to yours?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's the hypocrisy.
The hypocrisy.
That's what kind of throws me off. Micah Looney. Which celebrity party do you want to attend? I always said I would love to go to a Busta Rhymes party. I feel like Busta, like, the jokes will still be there.
Yeah.
The turn up might not be there, but the laughter and the jokes and everything.
No, I think the turn up would be there.
I see
think the
Busta
turn
like
up would
on
be
Drink Champs here, to
Yeah.
and fro, and he
Right.
just seemed like a fun overall dude.
But that's why I think the turn up would still be there, man. I think he'd
But-
still.
Like younger Busta, like you might get like some yeah. Older
Right.
Busta, you might just get like with your big headed ass. You know, you get the jokes.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
might get all the little punchlines, the jokes, the nonsense stuff, the laughter. But I don't think it might be that to that wild type of level. Because like me, I feel like I'm still in this mode in my mind. I'm still 23. Body don't feel like that at times.
No.
But I still function
I
as a
can
move.
contest to one of those feelings.
Yeah. But my body and my brain still kind of functions like I'm still like 23. I feel like Busta's been in the game for that long. His thing is now seasoned and then turned over
Right.
to like a older elevation. Remember like way back when you probably thought certain red wines was nasty as shit. And now as an adult, mature man, you're looking like, this one's not that bad. I like this
Not
one.
that bad. Yeah.
Over a period of time, your tastes and stuff tend to change, right? But I still feel like that guy will still be the center of a good time. That's my celebrity. Who's yours?
I would say music-wise, I think Nas.
Okay.
And then actor-wise, Denzel. I'm gonna find me a Denzel party.
I can see that. I'd probably go to Nas one. You might get a few ratchet chicks there. The
Yeah.
Denzel thing, I feel like everybody, you curse, the whole room turned their head and look, whatever, right? Like, son of a bitch. He needs to go. He's not one of us. Yo.
Nah, I think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be looser than we expect at Denzel's party.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Last one comes from Harry216. What is one video game that you would suggest to a non-gamer? Tetris, baby. Everybody loves Tetris.
You going with Tetris?
I'm going with Tetris.
The original block. No, was that the original block game? Was there a block? Nah, I think there was some block-defying game
Before Tetris?
before Tetris.
Probably that
Maybe
brick-
not the same type of concept where you had like
Probably
a
the
timeline.
brick thing. I think Tetris and that brick thing, when like you hit the paddle and you just move the paddle left and right, and then like the blocks and stuff up there, you gotta dissipate with the ball
Right.
or the pinball. I think those are only two I can remember like that.
Yeah.
Everything else came after, like that, Bejeweled, Candy Crush, all that type of shit. I think that came way after. But I think those two were the pioneer ones for me. What game you got?
I think Bejeweled,
Bejeweled?
instant gratification, and it gets a little bit harder at times.
Yeah.
It's spawned that and like Tetris has spawned a lot of games in that sort of similar type fashion.
Cool.
But I would say, yeah, definitely those to start off with. Yo, what's going on with the GoldenEye, man? You haven't
I've been hunting for a fucking GoldenEye. Folks, I have a Nintendo 64 at home. I am hunting for a GoldenEye. If you guys know anything and the price don't seem too fucking astronomical, because I seen one on eBay,
yeah,
the cartridge. Just the cartridge.
just the cartridge.
Not even the damn case it comes in and stuff like
Wow,
that. Just the cartridge
just the
itself,
that has millions of spit has been on this cartridge.
$364
Ooh,
US.
$364.
There's another one with a box I seen. It was like $511 or
Dollars.
$515.
Yeah.
$515. That's what I saw the other one for.
Is it out on emulator?
It is.
Okay.
It is. It's out on emulator and stuff, but I think the thing and stuff is that just to get that good old on your TV.
Just that real
with the N64 controller and everything. I'm over there playing Mario Party, Mario Kart, and Cruising USA. I'm out there playing that shit, but I'm like, yo, I don't think I'll be complete until I get this GoldenEye.
No.
So I'm hunting. I am looking for this GoldenEye.
That GoldenEye is, I'm telling you, that
it's the precursor to all these type of first-person shooters.
That was the one that said, hey, I think when PlayStation came out with Tomb Raider, that was the first
answer
look at that was the first look at like playing games as like a perspective type deal.
Oh, like persons wise?
Right. Before that, it was just like pretty much scroll action.
2D.
Like, 2D left and right, but that as far as perspective wise,
I
think when Tomb Raider came out, it set that tone of, okay, this is what's to come. And then GoldenEye was like what first person shooter was to what Tomb Raider was to that how you move about in this new video game universe type deal. And it's like, that was it, man. I don't even to this day, like, I think that was like, for the time, one of the smoothest games as far as first person shooting was.
Definitely. I think the graphics was shit.
The graphics was shit. Was shit.
But like the whole gameplay and everything stuff, that 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. I love it. That's what I'm hunting for. It was nostalgic feel. I know the kids today and stuff will probably piss all over it.
Yeah.
Because they got Call of Duty where you can see fucking sweat. Like you see beads of sweat off their head.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like,
so they look like, what is this?
This is what I'm saying, right? But I think I don't even know if like you could even test a real genuine old school cat 00 Bond agent. I think these young kids might get a few kick ass before they know what's going on.
What do you mean? Like what in the worlds?
If Marquise was to come over and play us on GoldenEye right now,
right?
He gonna get some.
I think he might get dealt with in the beginning, but I think other than once he get the concept of it,
but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, once he get the concept of it, it might be a little bit. But until then, he's gonna find out how the old cats used to give it up back in the day when you run up and get some timelines on your ass, blow up seconds later when you're running down the hall shooting people. Because
the time mines and the proximity mines and everything are kind of like Claymores and Call of Duties and stuff like that now, or C4s.
Yeah.
You just, somebody's in an area, but then with Bond, it's like, so I mean, you have that aspect, but I think once they get the gist of it, because I feel like the nostalgic people will get their ass handed if it was another way.
Oh yeah, like for sure.
Because in that realm and their realm, like I want to say I'm both. I feel like the running aspect, the other crouching, moving, shit like that, whatever.
Right.
It's more fluid now compared to like how it was back then.
Right.
Because think about it, on Bond, you were kind of hip shooting.
Yeah.
If you held R1, I'm gonna say R1. You held R, that's when you get the aiming thing, and it's all super slow. While this guy's up here probably run over you, ob job just chopping in your gut.
Yeah.
So all that shit would just fuck you up.
Right.
So you just got to get used to the fact that like, yo, okay, these kids now, once they realize like, oh, it's just hip shooting, it's a wrap. They're just going to be rinsing from afar now. They'd be like, this little dot, right? Because Call of Duty don't have no little circle thing like that, no aim thing like that,
right?
Or even the Battlefield. So once they realize this is where it is, fuck, it's a wrap. I seen this kid online. He put a piece of tape on his screen.
I seen that.
And he's like, yep, if you fall victim in this area, you're done.
Yep.
On his TV screen.
Yeah.
So that's it. So it's the same thing. These like the old school one had like a little circle. They'll rape us. These kids are rapers. Like, that's it? Just put my tape right here. Sure, we're split screen together. I don't care. I won't go home play. You can screen watch me. I'm coming for you. And then that's it. That's it, man. Woo. Listen with Associated Sons and slide the hell up out of here for the week. Associated Sons this week says, if your absence doesn't bother them, then your presence didn't matter to them either.
So says the Sons.
Yeah, I feel like somebody might want you there, they'll tell you. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? And if they don't really want you there, they won't hip you on. They won't tell you shit. Think about how many people probably made arrangements or hookups or planned things and stuff whatever without you.
Yep.
And then you just got win the last moment, whatever. Like, yo, why you ain't tell me such and such was going on? Whatever. They look like, hey, man, we didn't know if you wanted to do anything. You didn't really matter to them.
Down. We didn't know he was down. We didn't think he was down.
You didn't matter to them. Don't force yourself on people like that. Keep it pushing.
Keep it moving.
Yes, folks. Once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to tell Smooth how much of a bag of shit he is. And tell Marv how pretty he is at times.
At times.
At times.
At times.
Thank you for listening to Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity, genius has its limits. Peace and love, y'all. Vax that thing up.
Peace.
Peace.
The Podical Sons with not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.